welcome back to the Shenanigan Shuffle, the podcast where chaos meets comedy and everything in between. I'm AJ, and like always, I got Dennis, Jackson, and Josiah here at the table with me, and I believe Jackson's going to give us an overview of the episode we have coming today.
Yeah, all right. So basically, today we've got our icebreaker questions presented by AJ, as always, and then we're going to have our mini segment, which involves some of our own renditions of some stories, which, yeah, that'll be kind of interesting. And then we also have our main discussion, which is going to be local legends and hidden gems. So just kind of getting to know some of the crazy things you might not have known around, Oshkosh and the Fox Cities. So, yeah, it's going to be an episode full of laughter and maybe some tears. Tears of laughter.
I'm excited. I'm not ready. All right, but AJ, you got a nice.
Yeah, we're gonna start episode 7 with an icebreaker, and it's gonna be, if animals could talk, which one would be the most entertaining?
I feel like
Probably a platypus.
I would say a donkey just because I think of Shrek every time. And I think of the donkey from Shrek. So that's kind of what I would be thinking
Okay.
of. So, yeah. Because, I don't know. But, also a monkey, too. I think that'd be funny. Because, I wonder what goes on in their little brains. And what they would have to say. So,
Okay.
I can just imagine this little high-pitched thing screaming at you. And, like a little John.
Yeah, they do that
Screaming
anyway.
at you.
Wow. John Layman.
Yeah.
Yeah, the monkey's going to keep trying to dap you up.
okay, Jackson, you have one.
I'd say probably platypus because they're like a mammal, but also like an aquatic creature. But they lay eggs, but they're mammals.
No, platypuses are mammals.
Yeah,
And they lay eggs?
Yeah, they're the only mammals that lay eggs.
I didn't know that was possible, but
yeah, so they kind of got
Me
like
either.
these worlds that collide, kind of. And it's interesting to hear what they think.
Multiversal collision.
Problem is, all I can hear is from Phineas and
Oh, yeah.
Ferb.
Okay, I'm gonna go. Mine's more of a simple answer, but it'd be really interesting. I want to hear dogs, because, you live with them every day, and, I just want to know what he's thinking
That's
sometimes.
fair.
Because, sometimes he does some crazy thing, he'll go to the garbage can, pull out a tissue, and just start chewing it up. I just want to know what he's thinking when he's doing that. And I just want to, hear his thought process as he goes about his daily things,
It's his primitive instinct. He just wants to eat something that's white.
What?
Yeah. Okay.
Or any color, but you said tissue, but he just wants to eat something and just attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna go with. So when I was growing up, there by my house. There's this open field that hadn't been developed yet, and
So you want the field to talk?
no. There were there's a
The grass
massive.
speak to him.
There was a massive
The whispers
prairie
of the
dog.
wind.
Okay, be quiet. There's a massive prairie dog colony out there,
Oh,
so they would pop out of the hole, and they would. I've always wanted to know what the prairie dogs were trying to say,
Hey, Jake.
I was just gonna say, hey, Jake.
or maybe they're saying
Good to see you
something
again.
more interesting. or
Gotta go
something.
burrow down. Bye-bye.
Yeah, they gotta go
They
listen.
pop up, pop down, pop up. It's like whack-a-mole.
BRB.
in real
I
life.
bet they'd say, "Gotta go listen to the field." The AJ so badly wants to listen to
The
him.
whispers.
Grass.
He wants to hear
Okay,
the
are
wind
we gonna
howling.
move on now?
I guess we can.
Yeah.
If you want.
Who's gonna? I'll lead us into this. Our mini segment today. It's titled "Once Upon a Mic."
Yeah.
So we each gathered a collection of story prompts. There's definitely not enough in here. Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Some story prompts. And we're gonna take turns drawing the prompts from the hot chili cup. And then you gotta finish the story. And so, yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
The infamous hot chili cup returns.
So who's gonna start us off?
Josiah is.
I am
Josiah?
with the chili.
Yeah.
Hot chili. All right. Oh, are you
that
gonna
it's
pick
fifth or
for me,
fourth
Dennis, or you're just gonna kind of
I
mix
was
them
mixing
around
them
here?
up.
Okay. Oh, someone didn't fold them all the way. This is a really
Wow,
good
this is
one.
gonna be good. Okay.
This is a really good one. This is
Gonna
a
read it?
great way to
It
start.
was Jackson's then. 100%.
Yeah, it is definitely his. In the Fox River Mall, as Paul Blart and AJ Richardson patrolled, a mysterious single echoed.
Blart.
Wait.
Oh,
Yeah, is
What,
that
mall cop?
mysterious single echoed?
Jingle.
I've never heard
That's a jingle.
That's a J. It's a lowercase.
Okay, does that
J.
not say echoed?
It says
That
it says
says-
echoed,
that
but the
says
word is
echoed.
jingle.
That says echoed. You're pointing at the wrong word.
That?
That says echoed.
Let's just
he
read
said
the
it's a
prompt.
jingle.
No, the word before it says jingle.
Just start over.
Oh, a
Just-
jingle echoed. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Dyslexia. In the Fox River Mall, as Paul Blart and AJ Richardson patrolled, a mysterious jingle echoed. To their surprise, they stumbled upon an ice cream truck, and the vendor.
In the mall, there's a
Yeah,
ice cream
I
truck?
guess.
It's a small one, okay.
What? Oh, a small ice
Like
cream
one of the
truck?
Kona Ice little trailers.
Yeah, trailer. Should have said ice cream.
It's a little pop-up stand.
Ice cream
Cart,
stand.
ice
or-
cream
Just
cart,
right
yeah.
behind
Okay,
the truck.
continue. My bad.
And the vendor insisted on giving them a free sample of peanut butter party, a flavor of ice cream.
It's really good, actually.
The vendor was mysterious and made an what does that say?
Unnerving.
Unnerving laugh when he gave it to them. Suddenly, he pulled out a bomb.
I was gonna
That
say, I
is the
feel like this
biggest
is,
flip flop.
I was gonna say, I feel like this is like a story from Jackson's past that he's like reliving, but the bomb kind of threw it off.
Once we went from peanut butter party to
Okay,
pulled out a bomb.
I like this because that means me and Kevin James are coworkers. Anyway, you got to finish the
You
story.
gotta finish the story. What happens?
All right, you ready for this?
Tell us what happens, though.
All right, Paul Blart. You know how he's got what's the thing called? The little roller.
Scooter?
He's got a scooter, and he
No,
does
it's not a scooter, but
he
yeah.
does the little like where he jerks side to side.
He's like,
Where he does the thing, and then he fakes like he has a gun, and then AJ gets off, starts running him over with then his scooter because they're both on scooters.
Yeah.
So AJ tackles him off his. He does one of like the flying things where he's like in the air, like you know how they have like the slow mo sometimes like in the air and like action scenes. AJ does that.
Guys,
He tackles him,
I-
and then little did he know the bomb was fake. It was just his
it
peanut
was
butter
a bluff.
blast ice cream
peanut butter blast.
concealed in a bomb.
This is very cinematic.
So
I really wish we had video so we could show you Josiah's act.
I know he stands up and he's oh.
But does Paul Blart actually do that in his movie? I can't remember.
I think
Did you ever
in-
stand up?
No, he like. Anyways,
Is he always on the moped? He's going on a date. He's just like, hey,
What is
ladies.
it called?
they do that.
He's so smooth.
called
with
a
it.
I've never
Segway.
seen
Yeah,
him.
a Segway.
No, they did.
He's so,
on the
smooth with it. He's
on the Segway, he drives around his like date or whatever. You remember that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they're like driving through the mall.
Okay, I'm gonna pick out a card
Yeah,
next.
you go ahead and do that.
Give it a little
That's a good
shenanigan
one,
shuffle.
Jackson.
Thanks. I know the
That was
bomb.
good.
The bomb got pretty morbid
shuffle.
pretty fast, but like, I just
I could tell you
I
were
didn't know
running
what
out
else-
of paper.
Yeah,
space.
I was running out
You
of
quickly
paper. I
wrote
was like,
something down.
Can't tell. This is a. I think it's another Jackson.
We got both
We
Jacksons
got both
right
the
away.
Jacksons right away.
Uh-oh. Not a good one.
Once upon a time, a man named Vincent was eating a bagel. All of a sudden, the bagel disappeared. Before Vincent knew what to do, his cat died. But next,
So that's the end of that. Is that all I wrote?
yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know what happens next. That's really up to you.
Okay, so here's what happened.
No, wait, hang on. The moral of the story is the cat died.
Well, I don't know
That's
if
what he left you off with.
and the bagel disappeared.
Oh,
Just
so
like
there's
straight
some-
out of
there's
his
some.
hand. Here's what happened. What actually happened in this story is there was an alien. There's an alien saucer flying overhead, and it had its little zapper bapper rays that like came to like boop boop boop, and it took away the cat and his bagel. And so what happens next is Zach, or what's his name, Vincent.
How did we get Zach from
Zach
Vince?
attack.
Vincent gets zapped up,
attack.
and he gets zapped up into the alien ship. And up in the alien ship, he actually, the aliens are actually fairly nice people. So he meets with them, has a little sit down, and
Do they have coffee or something?
they have some juice.
Some kind of juice.
Apple juice?
He makes a negotiation with them. They keep the cat. He keeps his bagel, and they let him back down on Earth. They want the cat for like experimental purposes, But yeah. So basically, that's what happens. Vincent gets his bagel back, and life is good. And he now has the freedom to go adopt a dog because he doesn't have a cat roaming around the house. So Wow, beautiful story.
That was great.
Sorry, way to make
Way
it.
to save Vincent.
Way to make it.
Who's going next?
I'll go. I'll go next. I want to draw a white one because I know the red ones are mine.
Oh, aren't they? Or are they not all red?
No, because we printed ours.
In a futuristic society where emotions are regulated by a government-issued chip, a rebel group discovers a way to override the system. As people start experiencing their true emotions, chaos erupts. They must decide whether to embrace their newfound freedom or restore order to the world.
Oh my. Wowzers.
You got a conflict on your hand.
All right, so they're like, it's like, they rebel against like the government, right? Because they put the chip in the people.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so these dudes are gonna be like.
Well, let me preface that real quick.
Okay.
They're rebelling. I don't
Preface.
know. Preface. Yeah, that's all I heard. Preface. They're rebelling because before the government was controlling all their emotions. Now people are finally able to like experience their true emotions, and some of their emotions are they're probably mad at the government for putting chips in them, you know. But now they have freedom to go about their own.
So
emotions.
they got rid of the chips, but the government is still in control.
A group of people were able to override the system.
So the government's still in control, but they just overrided it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, all right. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna amass an army, and with this army, these people are going to have the most beautiful, most cinematic march on the government's capital ever. And they are going to go in and they are going to tear the government apart from the inside out.
Wow.
And establish a democracy where people can have their emotions however they
I
want.
feel like if
Sounds
you're
like a
tearing,
recent
tearing the
event.
government, if you feel you're tearing the government from the inside out, I feel like you can't just march in there with an army
Why not? There were
because that's
millions
just
of them.
rebellion.
Well, they are a rebel group.
Yeah, it's
I know.
they're rebellion.
But I'm just saying, like, you can't really tear it inside out if you're.
Well, if
like,
they want to,
marching
they're
in
gonna
there
do
with
it.
an army.
They are.
Because when I think of like tearing a government apart from the inside out, is you gotta like infiltrate, you know,
Infiltrate.
Like, infiltrate.
Fine, okay.
Infiltrate.
All right, they'll do something else. They're going to sneak into a nuclear
Thank
bomb silo.
you.
And then they're going to nuke the capital, and then everyone in the government dies.
Wow.
Thank
Wow.
you.
Wait,
That took a
so
turn.
They were really that mad at the government? All of them?
Yeah, because they hadn't actually felt true emotion.
We were
Everyone
going
was-
from peaceful protest.
It wasn't peaceful protest.
I mean-
Everyone still died.
Oh, there was death.
In technicality,
I said they're going to march on the capital with the most cinematically beautiful march, and they all are army, and they're going to
Yeah, I was.
rip apart the government from
I was
the
still
inside.
picturing like peaceful.
I'm just saying. In
No, I was saying with, like, weapons.
Oh, that's
Oh.
unfortunate.
And they were going to take back what's theirs.
Their
Yeah.
emotions.
Yeah!
Yeah.
So they were feeling no emotions from these microchips.
No, because they overrode the system.
So now
Oh,
they
so
feel
now
their
they
real
are?
emotions. Now they feel their real emotions.
Oh, so before when they're microchips.
Do you want to read it? The prompt
Kinda,
that I was
yeah.
given?
You know what? Let's just have Jackson pick out a
Jackson,
prompt and go. Well, let's
Pick
move
out a
on.
prompt and
Oh,
let's keep
yeah.
moving.
So you're not gonna select any of yours anymore.
Yeah, thankfully. No more Vincent.
This one's confusing though.
But we're
But
moved
they
on.
start
From
We
that.
moved on.
experiencing their true emotions.
All right, here we go, guys. Here's a new one. In a world where laughter was the most potent superpower, Captain Chuckle found. Oh, Captain Chuckle found himself in a big pickle. His arch nemesis,
Nemesis.
Doctor Gloom, had
Dr.
unleashed a wave of gloominess, threatening to suck the joy out of the city. As Captain Chuckle prepares to confront him, he realized his sidekick, Punslinger, had misplaced all their punchlines. Sorry. Now armed with a whoopee cushion.
Not just a whoopee
A whoopee cushion.
I'm sorry. I don't know why it's with a whoopee cushion and a rubber chicken. Captain Chuckle faced the challenge of defeating Dr. Gloom with what does that say?
Look at it.
With humor. Okay.
Are we talking about the rubber chickens that make the weird noise when you squeeze them?
Yeah.
I have like a handwriting of a 5th grader, so.
It's okay, I did too. Okay, so Captain Chuckle and Punslinger seem to be in quite the pickle here. Oh, it says that. They seem to be quite the pickle, but how are they gonna get their punchlines? Well, basically, Dr. Gloom stole their punchlines. Plot twist. And now that they don't have their punchlines and Dr. Gloom has them, they have nothing to defeat him with. But then they remembered that their friend
Captain Sarcasm.
Dry H. Umer, he was just sitting at home and thought he had this feeling inside that he maybe could help them. And so he went to go help them, and with his dry humor, he was able to make Dr. Gloom feel so empty that he was weak. They overpowered him with the power of 3, and they took back the punchlines, and then they punchlined him.
Wow.
Wow, that was really
That was
good. I really like that ending to my story.
And he got they punchlined him.
Guys,
I love
be
it.
prepared for an
I love
AJ Richardson short film about the missing punchline coming out soon.
We might as well.
Joe's gonna pull another card here.
Ooh. An inventor creates a device that can bring fictional characters to life, causing chaos as characters from literature and movies enter the real world.
Uh-oh.
How will the inventor and characters deal with their new world? And can they find a way to send everyone back to their fictional worlds? So this is basically like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because
It's not just Spider-Man coming into the
I
world.
know, but I'm saying
Here's what I was thinking when I was
Yeah, I guess that's true.
when I was writing this. I was thinking like superheroes and you'd have like the evil and good, but then I just left it open to like everyone else because then you
Yeah.
got like Harry Potter coming in, and then you got like I don't even know who else. You know,
Yeah, like
Lex Luthor.
All right.
Lex Luthor.
Oh, yeah.
So
Luthor.
with the help of Paul Blart and AJ Richardson,
Oh wow, we make her a turn. Me and Kevin.
so AJ and Paul Blart are trying to return everyone back to their original worlds. So they're like dimension traveling. While Paul Blart is still distracting him with the fake gun and like juking him out with his Segway, AJ has this thing that's attached to his Segway that he just goes that like shoots like almost like it's like a ray gun, but it teleports them back to their world and dimension.
So you're telling me that Paul Blart is juking out like Iron Man and everyone with his Segway?
Yeah, Paul Blart is unmatched.
But
you don't understand.
Yeah, wait, but why is Paul Blart fighting Iron Man?
He's juking out Hulk. I don't know. Maybe they don't want to go back.
what
to
if-
the world.
what if-
What if they want to stay here?
what if it's
Paul
not-
Blart is juking out
I didn't say Iron Man. though.
who's the
We
great
don't
man
know.
from the
Hey,
Avengers?
we don't
Batman's allowed to
know.
stay.
We don't know who these fictional characters
It's
are.
all of them. Every
All of
fictional
them.
character.
Batman's
Well, no.
allowed to stay.
So are
Paul
you talking-
Blart and AJ are unmatched.
Does that mean Elmo came as
Elmo's
well?
in here,
The
yes.
Mighty Eagle
The
and Paul
Muppets are
Blart.
in
The
here.
Mighty Eagle and Paul Blart are the dynamic duo.
Honestly,
Nothing can defeat us.
Dumbo is there.
Well, Dumbo.
Dumbo's easy to step back to his
Dumbo
world.
joins your team.
Clifford the
Dumbo
Big Red
does,
Dog
yeah.
is there.
Well, we also recruit
Clifford
Batman.
also joins your team.
Batman joins our team.
No,
Oh.
Batman's the greatest villain.
Batman's allowed to stay in our world.
AJ, you have to cry a tear of sadness.
Oh,
how much you have to do with
Batman's too
Batman.
cool.
All right, who's up to pick one now? Dennis.
Yeah.
All right, this is the probably last one.
Yeah, I think we're running out of time for this segment.
Yeah, I agree.
So let's hope we get a good one here. I got an option. I got 2 white ones and a red one. I'm gonna go with this one.
Okay.
Well, we know it's AJ.
It is AJ.
Yeah.
So that means that both of Joe's sides didn't even get picked.
Nope. Which is honestly okay, because
Okay, let's see what AJ has for us. Maybe this will be a group one. Okay, we're gonna corroborate.
Okay, alright,
on
we're gonna
this one.
corroborate on this one.
Once upon a time, a clumsy. What does that say?
Clumsy magician?
Oh.
I can't spell.
A clumsy magician. Yeah, you spelled it with a T. A clumsy magician accidentally turned his cat into a talking toaster. The cat toaster, named Whisker Crisp, developed a witty sense of humor and decided to enter a stand-up comedy club competition. Little did they know, the toaster punchlines were about to take the town by storm.
ooh.
Guys, what happens with... So is he still like he's in the form of a toaster?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you
But he can
do?
like meow still,
Yeah,
and he
Whisker.
can talk.
Whisker
So there's
Chris.
just a walking toaster walking around, but it's actually a cat.
What if we just don't care and we kick the cat and leave it somewhere?
No, it's a toaster.
What, you're kicking a
He's
toaster
a toaster
now.
cat. He's Whisker
Wait, what if
Chris.
we just unplug him?
Oh, wait.
No, isn't his jokes being good a good thing? Because
Yeah,
the
but,
clumsy
like-
magician was never able to get any fans. So now with his cat toaster, he can get fans.
That's one way of looking at it. He also has a walking
Or
toaster
does Whisker Chris become the most greatest supervillain of all time, and the magician has to defeat him?
I think that's what AJ wanted this to turn into. He goes,
Yeah, here we go.
He goes,
Whisker,
maybe it's a good thing. Or did he become a super villain?
Whisker Crispy, whatever his name is, banded together with a bunch of other cats and toasters who are inanimate. But
Yeah, I was gonna say the other toasters.
but the
don't have
cats are
ability.
controlling the toasters, and now they have a legion of cats and toasters
Yes!
armed with
Legion?
projectile
Dang.
toast,
Legion of
and
Boom.
they take their
Oh,
Pop-Tart.
they take their revenge out on the magician because he turns.
Oh, is that how they like instead of guns they fire Pop Tarts
Yeah,
at
like-
people?
Yeah.
Oh, I love this.
I
This is
love
awesome.
that.
Okay.
All right, now that we are gonna
Joe
move on
wants to
now.
get out of this
So
conversation.
now it's up to the magician, Paul Blart, and AJ.
Paul Blart did not end up.
Paul
in there.
Blart actually had a weaponized toaster on his Segway, believe it or not.
Yeah, that's
And
his,
he wasn't
that's his
fired.
weapon.
And he was firing
He
the
had-
brown
he had
sugar
that-
Pop-Tarts, the most powerful kind.
Oh, those are so good.
Ew, no.
Yeah,
The
no.
only good ones are like.
I would
chocolate.
submit to Paul
No,
Blart.
I
any
would
day.
say, have you had the hot fudge sundae?
if he had.
I don't
brown
even like
sugar.
Pop Tarts.
Wrong.
I've never had a warm Pop Tart, believe it or not.
Me neither.
Moving on, though.
All right, you want to talk about our local
Our main
legends at Tin Gems?
discussion.
It might be our mini discussion at this point.
No, it's our main discussion.
Okay.
I want to talk about this.
All right.
It's just a discussion.
Yeah, it's
There's
just
no
a
cap on how big or how little the discussion has to be.
We don't discriminate against our discussions.
Our discussion today is titled "Local Legends and Hidden Gems." So we've come together. All of us have researched. Really, only Dennis has researched and provided for their group. You know, like when you do a group project and everyone just feasts off your work. Anyways, Dennis and the group has researched some like local legends, stories, people, places. Some of the best that Oshkosh has to offer, I'd say.
Yeah.
In terms of their history and their present and maybe their future, I don't know. But so we've just got a list. You know, we're just gonna go through the best ones we have and discuss them, and maybe you'll learn something new today. So, starting us off, AJ, do you want to start us off?
Yeah. Well, I have two good ones that I want to do.
Yeah.
But I'll just start off with one. And so there's the Enchanted Forest of Terrell's Island. And it's nestled along the shores of Lake Winnebago. Terrell's Island is rumored to be a home to an enchanted forest. Locals speak of unusual occurrences such as trees that seem to whisper and glowing lights flickering between the branches. The island is said to be a place where the natural and supernatural realms intersect, creating an otherworldly atmosphere that draws in curious adventurers. So I've actually been to this island.
I have two actually.
I feel like I have, but where is it?
It's off the shore by my house, I think.
Is it? I thought Terrell Island was the
Wasn't it that walkway?
at Menominee. 'Cause it's that random island on like by Menominee Park, I thought.
I don't know, but I thought it was because there's two islands out by my house. I'm
Oh
not
no,
sure.
it's the one with the walking trail.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the one that goes like walks around.
it by,
everywhere.
And usually, sometimes they might
Oh,
use
no.
it, like did a
Hey.
big loop, but when I
Hey.
went, there was like water.
Yeah,
over
there's
it.
water.
Yeah,
It's-
I
Oh,
think
yeah,
they
okay,
closed
okay.
gone now.
They closed it or something.
Okay, yeah, I have been here,
But
I
I've been
walked
there.
it's not the
too.
island I was thinking of.
No, I walked this once.
I did too.
I did too, but it's gone now because.
I actually do
Oh, like,
remember it.
yeah, just part of it.
I do remember it being pretty
Yeah.
creepy.
Really.
It just felt a little weird.
Pretty cool.
It's like
I like it actually.
No, yeah, it was really cool. But I'm
Jackson-
saying there was a
Jackson-
weird aura.
Jackson almost got sent
But
into
yeah,
the
Nethel-
world of
there's rumored to be an enchant.
the supernatural
Word.
realm.
Wow.
So are we calling
I
this
mean,
like
the force is a
truth
little
or
weird.
lie kind of thing? Is that what we're doing?
Well, I don't know that we can really like
Well, this is-
debunk
We
this.
can't diminish the reputation that it has.
Yeah.
But see, Oshkosh is very like Oshkosh has been around for a while, so
I
I got
know.
like a lot of historical and like this. There used to be like a
Mysterious.
no, there used to be like a Native American tribe here, right, or whatever.
Yeah, Menominee.
And so, like,
the Menominee Nation.
I think one of these legends is about like down here. But anyways, yeah. So there's like a lot of history to this, and I guess people have said that that's there. So that's
Yeah,
interesting.
that's cool.
I'm glad I didn't know about that when I went on the trail.
Well, now I want to go on the trail.
Well, it's pretty
It's
much
like half
I
gone.
went. Yeah,
It used
I
to
went
go
during
like
the
all the way
summer.
around, and now it's like all of it's underwater.
Yeah, it's weird.
Sad.
It like collapsed.
Ah,
It did. It
Interesting.
actually,
Supernatural.
it actually like if you go, dude, it used like the loop that used to go all the way around. It used to like actually just be above water and like high above water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It was
why.
cool.
That's why. Like it's weird because it just like is all down.
So they're closing the bridge. The supernatural dudes closed the bridge to the
Yeah.
realm.
Actually, funny story. We were once at Terrell's Island, the only time we went, and we were walking along it, and we got kicked out, or we were going to be kicked out. This guy was coming along with a little golf cart, which basically was the like width of the path, and you're just surrounded by water.
Was
on
it a
all sides.
supernatural golf cart?
Yeah, it was crazy. And this old man is like trying to like run us off the road. We didn't have any space. He's like, "Guys, we're closing. If you're not out, I'm locking you in." And he was like giving some other people rides. He was not giving us a ride back to our cars, and we were like probably about still a mile away. It was a long trail.
I went there was a guy telling us like, because apparently I think there must be a guy like that's like all the maintenance on there or something.
Yeah.
He does.
But they also hold like
Terrell.
it's Terrell. They also hold like meetings or something. Because some guys like, yeah, we have our board meeting this evening, so we need you guys off the trail soon.
That's kind of creepy.
Terrell from the supernatural realm has been kicking people off the island. Anyway, should we move on to another one?
Yeah, I want to talk about the cave.
Okay.
Actually, I want
Because-
to. Yeah.
I really hope this is true.
Me too.
But apparently there's a cave in Menominee Park.
okay.
I don't know
Which
where.
sounds.
I can honestly say I believe this just because they found that like Indian reserve underground of Menominee Park. Did you hear about that?
No.
Yeah, there's
Yeah, there's a Menominee, like they're redoing one of the roads at the park.
they're making new trails.
They
and
found the
roads and
burial
stuff.
sites.
And
Yeah.
it was like burial sites, and like they found like a bunch of like vases and stuff that date back to the time there, so they stopped construction. And
And
everything.
I can
That's why the
honestly say I've
EAA
heard of
lights,
this
the
before.
lights, the Christmas lights moved to EAA. Usually they're at Menominee Park.
I've heard
wow,
of this
that's
before too.
I haven't though. I feel like
But let me read this
I
real
heard
quick.
about it
It says, deep within Menominee Park lies a forgotten cave that few dare to explore. According to a local tale, the cave was once used by indigenous people for sacred ceremonies. Over time, it became hidden, and those who have ventured inside speak of strange echoes and a feeling of being watched,
Okay, we gotta go there.
leading to rumors that the cave is a gateway to another realm.
Okay,
I'm
I
not
don't
sure
know.
about
Well,
that.
where are we getting this? Every one of these ends in like a secret realm or secret spirits. Where did we get this
Because this
information?
is just like legend.
That's
what the
indigenous people
Exactly, that's what
say.
the
Oh, okay.
that's what the people believe.
Yeah.
Well, but even like this one about Algoma Boulevard says that there's like spirits on Algoma
Yeah, because
Boulevard.
People say that they. Well, let's move down really quick.
Okay,
They say
yeah,
that it's
so-
haunted by a ghost of a young woman who tragically lost her life in a car accident many years ago. They claim to see this figure walking around the boulevard at night. Still
when
need
I
report
drive
hearing faint whisper carried by
Yeah,
the
I know,
wind.
right?
The scary thing is, so I like live right
Oh,
next
really?
to
Oh,
this.
almost right over there.
I know,
Yeah.
but the thing is, it's surrounded by cemeteries on like both sides of the road, so that's why there's probably a lot of ooey gooey, wishy washy
Yeah,
things that
yeah.
people think. But yeah, back to the cave because this is interesting. We should like find out about this.
I want to go.
I
Yeah.
think there was a cave at one point. I want to say, but they probably
It might have just been
filled
like
it
a
up.
hole.
Yeah. So
Like, wow.
That's like interesting though.
I know. It'd actually be pretty cool.
because the things with the cave is like I don't know, like how old, like this is probably pretty old. So it's just hard to say. I do think out of all these legends, this one is probably like
The most
the
interesting.
realest one, the most real. But sorry.
Yeah, that's
I don't think
interesting.
realistic
I like that. Jackson, do you have anything on this list that you want to point out? It can be any of these people,
I have one.
legends. Josiah, you got
Let
one?
me see.
I really like the legend of Lake Winnebago's serpent.
I've seen it.
I've seen it too.
I mean, what?
No, not the serpent.
Yeah, I've seen the serpent.
You're funny. AJ.
I'm not funny. I've seen the serpent.
Lake
I wanted to talk about this one because I've seen it.
All right, I'll talk about this, and then you can give your opinion on it.
Okay.
Lake Winnebago, one of Wisconsin's largest lakes, is said to be home to a mythical serpent, According to local tales, the serpent is a guardian of the lake and has been spotted by fishermen and boaters for over the years. Descriptions vary, but most agree that it's a massive creature with a long, coiled body. Some believe encountering the serpent brings good luck, while others see it as forewarning of storms.
Well, when I saw it, a storm didn't come, so.
Wait, you saw it?
Yeah, I've seen
What
it.
did it look like, AJ?
It was a long, massive serpent type thing, like a snake.
So now, see, this just sounds like
Where-
And it had little coils on the outside of its snout, and it like jumped out of the water. And it was
Okay, I
It's
feel
just-
like
okay,
yeah,
it
I
is
feel
got a
like
little-
yeah, but it didn't
is,
jump
like,
out like high. It,
talking
it,
about the
like
Loch Ness monster.
no, it
over here.
like jumped out and then like this. It wasn't. It didn't
Oh,
go
like
like
its back went
yeah, its back like came out of the
They're
water.
just
And you
like
could
the
see.
typical like
No.
surf-
You could see
like,
that it's a long,
dragon
massive
warrior in
creature.
the
So like
water.
it kept going back down, like
Yeah, it was long.
I'm pretty sure that's from Kung Fu Panda.
No, that's a like a
I feel
Chinese
like-
dragon.
wait. So AJ,
feel
you're being like legit. You
I'm
ready?
being legit.
I feel like though
I'm being legit.
I think you would have told me about this.
You can ask
before.
my father.
I feel like this is just probably like a sturgeon or something.
Maybe a massive sturgeon, dude. Imagine how big that thing is.
Well,
Well,
then-
it's just like a humongous fish.
Because
that's been
I mean,
around
yeah,
for
I could probably
years.
believe that there's a serpent or something, but they're probably just making this a bigger deal.
Well,
than it
there's
is.
not really many freshwater like snakes, and Wisconsin gets pretty cold. And if there were a freshwater snake, it'd be somewhere not where there's ice.
Well, I think it's. I don't think it's. I think it's something big in the water, yes, but I don't think it's a serpent. I think the serpent is.
Well, whatever it is, I've seen it.
Maybe it's like a whale or something.
Lake Winnebago. I feel
Lake
bad for
Winnebago
that
gets
thing. That
20
sounds
feet deep.
So disgusting.
A whale is like 20 feet tall. Well, the whale would be beached in Lake
Yeah.
Whales are also saltwater animals.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
Mammals might no, that's dolphins.
Oh, whales are mammals.
Oh, there. Yeah, I knew
Yes,
that.
they are.
Let's move on to people.
All right, let's talk
Some
about people.
Important figures that stemmed from Oshkosh, Bagosh, Wisconsin. You never heard Bagosh?
Yeah, I have.
It's a brand.
Wanna
Well,
talk about
I'm gonna start with number
the
one.
main man himself.
One of the more recent of Oshkosh's prominent figures was Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, shocker.
Went to Oshkosh North, played college basketball at Iowa State.
Boo.
Woo.
Got drafted by the Kings, 12th overall.
He was drafted by the Kings?
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
I actually didn't know that.
I bought my brother a Kings jersey for him. Anyways, and then he got traded to the Pacers,
Yep.
and he's led the NBA in assists. Really good player, probably the Pacers' best player.
Oh,
Yeah.
I knew that.
Yeah, he not recently, 2 years ago now, had his jersey retirement in Oshkosh. My brother went to that. That was cool. But yeah, he's big guy from Oshkosh.
Yeah.
Didn't all his teammates go with him to Oshkosh too to like see his jersey retirement?
Some of his teammates, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was he there?
He was still with the Kings. I remember him now being with the Kings. I think was he with the Kings?
Harrison
when his jersey
Barnes was
retired?
there. I know that.
Yeah. Was
De'Aaron
De'Aaron
Fox,
Fox?
I don't think was.
I thought he was.
I think like Buddy Hield was still.
That's it was.
Yeah, but that's pretty neat, you know. Oshkosh gets some.
That's really neat. You get
I've
some love
actually-
from the sports world.
This man I think I've met before. Carl Steger, an artist and philanthropist in Oshkosh. Carl Steger, a prominent local artist, made significant contributions to the art scene in Oshkosh. His artwork, often inspired by the natural beauty of Wisconsin, has been celebrated both locally and beyond. Additionally, Steger was known for his philanthropic efforts, supporting various community initiatives and art education programs. I've heard of this man. 'Cause I think there's a Carl Steger Foundation.
Yeah. I think I've heard of that too.
Yeah, and like I think there's a scholarship for like if you're a art student or looking for like a music degree. In
There's
college.
Carl E. Steger Park in Oshkosh. That must
That's
be out
what it
there.
is too.
That's along the Wheel Wash Trail.
We watch.
Which is actually one of our places. But do any of you want to point out any of these other people? I guess to quickly go over the EAA founder, Paul. Someone want to help me out here?
Barenzi.
Paul Berenzi.
Homeruns,
Something like that. He was born in Oshkosh, 1921. Founder of the Experimental Aircraft Association, EAA. He had a huge passion for aviation. He created the organization that has grown into the world's largest community of aviation enthusiasts. And he has there's now the EAA Museum. It's a big thing. It's like
he
one of the
contributed
main.
a lot to aviation.
It brings the most people to Oshkosh,
It probably.
and it's the biggest aviation event in
It's pulverizing.
the U.S., maybe the world. I'm not sure. It's huge. So that's big for Oshkosh.
Pulverenzi.
Anyone else?
That's kind
here?
of cool here that I'm looking at. One of the cool places in Oshkosh or whatever.
Yeah.
It's the Grand Opera House. It was built in 1883. It has a lot of like performances and whatever, but that sounds kind of cool. I've never actually been there or seen
You haven't? I have. It recently got renovations.
Is that the
like-
one off Main Street?
Yeah.
That's, down.
It got renovations a
the
couple years ago. From the outside, it looks like any other building on Main Street,
Yeah.
but it's like way bigger on the inside. It's actually like, really nice.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it'd be cool to go there.
that's awesome.
1883, that was like
A long time ago. Another
Yeah.
cool thing in Oshkosh, the Wheel Wash State Trail. I've been biking on this before. It says it's 41 miles. It was a former railroad corridor, which was turned into the trail. So like walking, biking, it goes along like the lake, and then it just goes forever. I went biking once, and it goes a while.
Yeah.
Josiah, I feel like he'd want to bring up the Titan Stadium.
Honestly, it's not that historic. I mean,
Well, I
it's
wasn't
nothing-
saying historic.
it's just
It's just one of the
cool.
places to go
I
in
guess
Oshkosh.
it's
one
It's a
day.
cool. It's a cool place to go. I mean, you want to watch a sport.
It's cool that high school events are
Yeah,
there.
absolutely.
You get a chance to play. I mean, I've never actually played there, I think. But
We played baseball there.
Honestly, you know what's not on this list for place to go today?
Leon's.
No, I was gonna say Oshkosh Arena.
Oh yeah.
The Herd Arena.
I like Oshkosh Arena.
It's
I mean,
neat.
it's
Arena.
a cool thing that we have an actual like G League basketball team in Oshkosh.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I like that. So
All right. Well, I think that's gonna be it for this episode
Love
today.
Oshkosh.
oh, that was cool.
That was an awesome
I learned
episode.
more about the town that I don't live in.
It's a city.
It's
a
It
city.
is a city.
Yeah.
We thank you guys so much for coming along to ride with us on this week's shuffle. You can always connect on Instagram, and we will see you guys in the next episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
thank
Adios.
you.
Adios. Adios. Say bye.
Bye bye.